The Colombian conflict didn't start overnight. In the 20th century, Colombia's politics were divided. Conservatives and liberals often fought for power. This led to a period of civil war in the 1940s and 50s called La Violencia, or the violence. It was brutal, and over 200,000 people lost their lives. After La Violencia, new groups emerged. One of the most powerful was the FARC, Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia. They wanted to fight for the poor, demand land reform, and challenge the government. At first, they had the support of many farmers, but things quickly got out of hand. The FARC wasn't alone. Other groups like the ELN, the National Liberation Army, also rose up. They fought in Colombia's jungles, trying to gain power and change the system. But these groups weren't just fighting soldiers. They also used kidnappings, bombings, and violence to get what they wanted. This wasn't just a battle between fighters, it was a war that affected everyone. In the 1980s, Colombia became the center of the global cocaine trade. Guerrilla groups started working with drug traffickers to make money. Some even ran their own drug operations. This brought in billions of dollars, fueling the conflict. But it wasn't just the guerrillas. Drug cartels like the Medellin and Cali cartels turned Colombia into a dangerous place. Now, the government wasn't just fighting guerrillas, they were also battling the cartels. To fight back, paramilitary groups formed. These groups were created by landowners and businesses who wanted to protect themselves from the guerrillas. But instead of helping, they made things worse. They attacked entire villages, killing anyone they thought supported the guerrillas. This caused millions of Colombians to flee their homes. Families lost everything, and fear spread everywhere. The Colombian government didn't give up. In the 1990s and 2000s, they launched major offensives against the guerrillas. The US helped by sending billions of dollars through Plan Colombia. Their goal was to fight drugs and end the war. These efforts weakened the FARC, but they also hurt farmers and civilians. People criticized the government for causing more harm than good. After years of fighting, there was finally hope. In 2016, the Colombian government and the FARC signed a peace agreement. The FARC agreed to disarm, and the government promised to help rebuild communities and give justice to victims. People celebrated the peace deal, but it wasn't perfect. Some FARC fighters refused to give up, and other armed groups quickly took their place. Today, Colombia is still recovering. Millions of people are rebuilding their lives, seeking justice, and hoping for a brighter future. The scars of the conflict remain, but so does the determination of the Colombian people. We've suffered so much, but we're still here. We're working for peace because we believe Colombia can be better. The Colombian conflict is a story of pain and resilience. It shows the power of hope. Even in the darkest times, Colombia is more than its conflict. It's a country of strength, culture, and endless possibilities. Its story isn't finished yet. It's being written every day by its people.